Shalom.
What do I do now?
Well, what we're going to do is we're going to start the services here in just a moment. So what we're going to do is I'm going to mute myself and I'm going to mute you, and we're going to turn it over to Shelley and Rabbi Marantz. How's that sound?
Oh, that sounds wonderful. Thank you.
All right. Shabbat Shalom. I'm going to hit
Shabbat
mute,
Shalom.
but you'll be able to listen.
Thank you.
All right. So, Rabbi Marantz and Cantor Shelley, it is, I'm turning it over to you. Good Shabbos.
Shabbat Shalom.
Good Shabbos, one and all. Welcome back. Here we are for Shabbat. Shabbat Shalom, one and all. It's time to get started here on YouTube. Just some lies here. Ya la 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 la, ya la la ya la la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la la ya la 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 la, ya la la ya la 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 la. Ya la la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la. Have some words of wisdom that come to us from one of our sage rabbis of blessed memory, Chaim Stern, Rabbi Chaim Stern. And it's a prayer that we read when we're feeling anxious. And I think that these are indeed anxious times. Adonai, you abide, though all things change. We are anxious and fearful, and we turn our hearts to you, looking to you and leaning on your strength. It is written, blessed is the one whose strength is in you. Bless us now with faith and courage. Help us to feel that you are with us, steadying and sustaining us with the assurance that we are loved. Be with us and bring us hope that in the days to come, our aspirations may be fulfilled for our good and the good of those we love who depend on us. Banish our fears with the sense that you are always present to uphold and sustain us, as it is written. Have no fear, for I am with you. Be not dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you. I will help you. I will uphold you with the power of my righteousness. And we say, Amen. Cantor.
Amen. As we light the candles this Shabbat, each in our own homes, may our kindled lamps, each its own point of light, join us as the stars in the heaven, a community together, welcoming your Sabbath peace, your Sabbath love, your Sabbath joy into our homes, your day of rest that together we welcome more than ever before. Thank you to Rabbi Leah Shore for those words.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav, v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Shabbat. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, borei pari hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav, v'ratzavanu, v'shabbat kodsho, be'ahava uvratzon hinchilanu, zikaron lema'aseh v'reishit. Ki hu yom tehila קודש, זכר יציאת מצרים. כי בנו בחרת ואותנו קידשת מכל העמים, בשבת קודשך באהבה וברצון הנחלתנו. ברוך אתה אדוני מקדש השבת. L'chaim.
L'chaim indeed. Amen, Cantor. Thanks to you and your dear daughter Emma for being here. Create a musical experience. I'm happy to join you in that. And special thanks to Leah Jones and Dan Smolensky, who are our co-tech captains. Very important to have tech captains moving our experience forward. We'll do our best to be audible and our sound quality to be as good as possible. We are still researching ways of making things crisper, less hiccups in the sound conveyance. But the most important thing is that we're together here in virtual space. And I'm pleased for us to continue our service.
Boikala, easy words. You can sing no matter what room you happen to be in right now. Boikala, 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 boikala. Boikala, 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 boikala. Leradoti, legakala, Hane Shabbat, the Boikala, 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 boikala. Boikala, 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 boikala. One more time, Leradoti, leradoti, legakala, Hane Shabbat, Boikala, 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 boikala.
What a comforting feeling it is, Chevre, to consider the arrival of the Sabbath bride. There is a sense that our ancestors would go out freely, full of health and vigor, and not afraid of coronaviruses. And they would go out to the hills and they would see the sun setting, and they would utter these beautiful words of prayer, capturing the essence, the spiritual essence and beauty of the Sabbath bride, Boikala. So it is in that spirit that we lift ourselves in body or in soul, and we make our call to worship. Yay, la 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 la. Yay, la 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 la. Yay, la 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 la. Yay, la 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 la. Yay, la 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 la. Yay, la 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 la. Baruch et Adonai Amevorach. Adonai, Hamevorach, Hamevorach, Leolam Vaed. Hamevorach, Hamevorach, Leolam Vaed. So before we go to the Shema, I have a special reading, the reprise from last week.
Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Baruch Shem Kavod, Mahuto, Le'olam Va'ed. Shem Kavod, Mahuto, Le'olam Va'ed. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך. והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך, ושיננתם לבניך ודיברת בעם בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ובשוכבך ובקומך, וקשרתם להיות על ידך והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך, למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים להיות לכם לאלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם.
Thank you, Cantor Friedman. Forgive me for stepping over you a little bit there. We'll work on our rhythms here online. I apologize. What I'd like to reflect on for just a moment is that our revelation prayer in combination with the Shema and the Ve'ahavta, a reflection of God's love through Torah. And so I offer this prayer about God's love that encapsulates all these prayers in a beautiful and contemporary way. It's by Rabbi Rami Shapiro. It's a reprise from last week. We are loved by an unending love. We are embraced by arms that find us, even when we are hidden from ourselves. We are touched by fingers that soothe us, even when we are too proud for soothing. We are counseled by voices that guide us, even when we are too embittered to hear. We are loved by an unending love. We are supported by hands that uplift us, even in the midst of a fall. We are urged on by eyes that meet us, even when we are too weak for meeting. We are loved by an unending love, embraced, touched, soothed, and counseled. Ours are the arms, the fingers, the voices. Ours are the hands, the eyes, the smiles. We are loved by an unending love. So I believe we're ready for the next slide. Had the beautiful occasion last night to do our inaugural Bedtime Live for all our youngest people in our community. And you can find it on our YouTube channel. It was good fun. And one of the things I said about the Hashkivenu blessing is that not only is it a bedtime blessing, but it's a sweet dreams blessing. It's an opportunity for us to pray to God to bring over not only us, but all people, a Sukkot Shalom, a Sukkah of peace, one that will protect us while we sleep and will give us that kind of repose and security to know that while we are asleep, dreaming the sweetest of dreams, that we'll wake up the next day to make a difference and to be a force for good. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu l'shalom, l'shalom, Hamitenu Shomrenu l'chayim. Ufrosalenu Sukkot Shlomecha, Frosalenu Sukkot Shlomecha, Amen. Shelter us beneath thy wings, O Adonai, guard us from all harmful things. O Adonai, keep us safe throughout the night, till we wake with morning's light. Teach us, God, wrong from right. Amen, amen. 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 Amen.
That was so beautiful. We rise in body or spirit for the tefillah. Adonai sefatai tiftach ufi agid tehilatecha. Eternal God, open my lips that my mouth may declare your glory. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu ve'Elohei avotinu ve'imotenu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Leah, Elohei Rachel, Ha'el Hagadol, Hagibor, Hanora, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, Vekonei HaKol, V'zocher Hasdei Avot V'imachot, Umevii Gula Livnei V'neihem, Lema'an Shemo Be'ahava, מלך עוזר ומושיע ומגן, ברוך אתה אדוני, מגן אברהם ועזרת שרה. אתה גיבור לעולם אדוני, מחיי הכל אתה רב להושיע. משיב הרוח ומוריד הגשם, מחכה לחיים בחסד, מחיי הכל ברחמים רבים. סומך נופלים ורופא חולים, ומתיר אסורים, ומקיים אמונתו לשני עפר. מי כמוך בעל גבורות, ומי דומה לך, מלך ממית ומחיי, ומצמיח ישוע, ונאמן אתה להחיות הכל. ברוך אתה אדוני, מחיי הכל. אתה קדוש ושמך קדוש, וקדושים בכל יום יעלוך סלה. ברוך אתה אדוני, האל הקדוש.
Kindly take a few moments for your own meditations, your own reflections, your own personal prayers, and when you're done, we'll continue.
Shalom Ra Yisrael Amcha Tasim Le'olam. Shalom Ra Yisrael Amcha Tasim Le'olam. Ki atah melech Adon Lehol HaShalom. Ki atah melech Adon Lehol HaShalom. Shalom Ra Yisrael Tasim Le'olam. Shalom Ra Yisrael Tasim Le'olam. Tasim Le'olam. Tasim Le'olam.
Chevre, we begin Seder Kriyat HaTorah, our Torah service, which we begin the book of Vayikra, also known as Leviticus. So let us begin.
Join me, please, in the Shema. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Echad Eloheinu, Gadol Adonenu, Kadosh Shemo.
Cantor, shall I lead us in the blessing, or is somebody else going to help us tonight?
Rabbi, I think tonight it's on you.
All righty then. So here we go, friends. Baruch hu et Adonai hamvorach.
Baruch Adonai Baruch Le'olam Va'ed.
Baruch Adonai hamvorach leolam va'ed. Baruch ata Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam. asher bachar banu mikol ha'amim, v'natan lanu et torato, baruch atah Adonai, noten haTorah. So we'll be reading the very first verses of Vayikra, chapter 1. Vayikra el Moshe, Vayidaber Adonai elav, me'ohel moed lemor. The Eternal called to Moses and spoke to him from the tent of meeting, saying, Daber el bnei Israel ve'amarta alehem Adam, ki akriv michem korban l'Adonai min habhema, min habokar, min habakar umin hatzon, hikrivu et korbanchem. Speak to the Israelite people and say to them, when any of you presents an offering of cattle to the Eternal, he shall choose his offering from the herd or from the flock. Imola korbano min habakar, zachar tamim ikrivenu, el petach ohel moed yakriv oto lirtzono lifnei Adonai. In his offering is a burnt offering from the herd. He shall make his offering a male without blemish. He shall bring it to the entrance of the tent of meeting for acceptance in his behalf before the Eternal. All right, let us bless. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher natan lanu Torah emet, v'chayei olam nata b'tochenu. Baruch atah Adonai, noten haTorah.
Yasher Koch.
Uchti. Shabbat Shalom once again, one and all. I'm so pleased that we can find this alternative way of making a meaningful connection during Shabbat. While I'm not convinced that this is anything more than a facsimile of what it's really like to be connected with you on Shabbat in person, I realize that it's in our best interests, in the best interests of our community and our state and our nation, our world, for us to do this alternative connection online through YouTube. So I'm grateful for this facsimile. It's definitely good enough. It is definitely good enough. And so I offer you these words about our Torah and about our Parashat HaShavua, Vayikra. So on this Shabbat, Chevre, we begin a new book, a new chapter for us in the way we live our lives. We begin a new book. This book is called Leviticus. In Hebrew, it is Vayikra. And most conveniently, our first parashah is also called Vayikra. And to be sure, Parashat Vayikra is about sacrifices, animal offerings, grain offerings, even monetary offerings, korbanot, as we call them in Hebrew. Technically speaking, each sacrifice was designed to help the ancient Kohanim, the priests, in practicing their sacrificial rites, to draw our ancestors closer to the Holy One of Blessing. The root of korbanot, sacrifices, is kuf resh vet. which means to bring near. So each korban then, each sacrifice is designed to bring us closer to God as well. The thing is, the temple fell so long ago, and the historic sacrificial practices disappeared all the way back in the 1st century of the Common Era. So it becomes incumbent upon us to think differently now in our own time about how to make sacrifices. So what sacrifices do we still make? Feel free to type in some answers in the chat box. I'll give you a second. Most abundantly, I observe that we set time and energy aside to work hard, to study hard, even to play hard. And in doing so, we earn ourselves a rich sense of fulfillment. On the other hand, we may make sacrifices we wish we didn't make so much, like working instead of resting, like playing instead of working, like working instead of spending more time with our loved ones. And how about if we hone in specifically on Jewish sacrifices we make? What would this list look like? To the chat box, my friends. We set aside time like this very moment to accommodate Jewish practices like Shabbat. We sacrifice treasure in the form of tzedakah. In addition to these sacrifices, we, and this is especially true of our lay leaders, give of our skills and our wisdom to make Emmanuel a stronger force for good and an enduringly sacred community. We've been making these sacrifices for 140 glorious years. Moreover, in order to empower our spirits to soar, we must, as some say, let go and let God. Put in human terms, we have to surrender, we have to sacrifice our materialism, or our addictions, or our grudges, the chains in our lives that hold us back, that prevent our souls from taking flight. Overcoming the emotional and spiritual challenges that prevent our progress requires a certain courage that calls us to sacrifice our fears. But regardless of whether or not our sacrifices are for the greater good or our own good, each of us as individuals is called to reckon. This individual reckoning finds great resonance in the wisdom of one Hasidic sage named Rabbi Yehuda Aryeh Leib Alter, also known as the Sfas Emes. To the Sfas Emes, sacrifice is a very personal act. Sacrifice has to do with offering our most unique gifts to God or to a world we wish to heal or to make whole. Gifts like our innermost strengths, our honesty, our kindness, our generosity, our unselfishness, our resilience, our adaptability. Giving away the best of ourselves in the name of God, giving away the best of ourselves in the name of a fragile world made less broken by our offerings. But there's more. The Sfas Emes also teaches that sacrifice calls on us as unique human beings to sacrifice some of our own individuality so that we may allow ourselves to become part of a greater whole. That is to say, we are not just for ourselves. We are also for our community, for our people Israel. We are also part of our local and our national and our global human community. And as such, we are called to cooperate in the healing enterprise this New Age summons. That means staying home instead of going out. That means giving up some freedom for the greater good. That means letting go of the status quo and redefining our lives with new meaning and purpose. That means letting go of a binding past and looking forward to a future in which the URJ's Rabbi Rick Jacobs tells us is something that we can build back better. It also means saying I'm sorry and resetting our relationships in a spirit of forgiveness and new opportunity. That means being more thankful for our own well-being and giving gratitude to those who must leave the safety of their own homes to battle the coronavirus in this burgeoning epicenter, or whose jobs keep essential commerce moving forward and ensure necessities are met. In fact, let's take a look at a beautiful thank you prayer I found in my inbox just the other day, and let's read it together. On my cue, I'm just going to find it here. Thank you. Thank you to the doctors and nurses. Thank you to the hardworking people selling groceries, gas, delivering packages, working in warehouses, volunteering, farming, and risking their lives on the front line to keep us healthy and happy. Thank you to the scientists and all the brilliant minds around the world coming together to find a vaccine and drugs to help the most vulnerable fight harder. Thank you for staying home. We are in this together. What a beautiful sentiment. A beautiful call to sacrifice, the sacrifice of gratitude. In Vayikra, Chevre, whether historically or currently, think of sacrifice as brought by the individual to the collective. The sacrifice brought by the one to the many. Our sacred individual work takes place not just in our own lives, but inside the fabric of community. By submerging ourselves into the larger totality of the Jewish people and the world around us, the diverse world around us, by giving up some of our self-focus, our tradition tells us we put ourselves in better position to discover our internal truths, our eternal truths, because of what others reflect back to us, what we learn from others, what we learn from the impact we make on others, and they, in their own personal work, make on us. This is what it means to make a community. So whether it's compassion or justice or other personal gifts that we bring in our approach to God and a better life, let us offer those gifts among our community, who in turn will teach us how to enhance our own blessings, bringing us all closer to the loving warmth of God's light and the healing glow of a world made whole. Shabbat Shalom.
the Misha Berach prayer, the prayer for healing those among us who are ill, whether it be their body or their challenges with their mind or spirit. And of course, we're thinking of all of them. Our congregation remembers collectively Noreen Alper, Judy Altman, Tanya Barliant, Dan Bracker, David Burchett, Fega Sora Bachaya, Linda Danielson, Francine Fields, Lana Fields, Jill Gardner, Don Grandolfo, Mimi Harris, Werner Hyman, Jane Herron, Priscilla Hill, Larry Jones, Harold Katz, Molly Klee, Anne Marie Kulesa, Robert Langfelder, Steve Lenowitz, Holly Lipschultz, Roy Lloyd, Stephen Martinez, Gerald Marks, Richard MacArthur, Stephen Melnick, Deep Meserve, Deborah Miller, Jimmy Miller, Scott Montgomery, Jordan Nirenberg, Nicole Newcomb, Larry O'Neill, Don Olson, Mark Perlman, Alan Sanger, Leah Batsera, Sarah Chanabat Elisheva, Solange Scaletti, Kristen Rouse Skinner, Maria Skalaskaya, Linda Stahl, Tali Stein, Kurt Stokes, Virginia Wharton, Nachum Fievel, Ben Gedalia, Umasha, and whoever it is that you hold in your heart in this moment. Please join with me in singing. Misheberach Avotenu Mekor HaBracha Leimotenu. May the source of strength, who blessed the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say Amen. Misheberach imotenu mekor habracha avotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say Amen.
Thank you, Cantor. We continue with the Aleinu, and we rise in body and or spirit.
עלינו לשבח לדון הכל, לתת גדולה ליוצר בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי הרצות, ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגורלנו כהמונם. ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא, ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ. ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד, ושמו אחד.
Thank you, Cantor. So extending this theme of sacrifice, we come to the Mishabera, we come to the Kaddish, forgive me. And we think of sacrifice in two different ways. In one way, we think of our own debt of gratitude, which we summon at this point and we offer. It may not be such a difficult sacrifice in terms of our thanksgiving. It may be more of a difficult, and often is a more difficult sacrifice because of the sadness we feel. And it may be difficult to have to summon these words of Kaddish and to make this offering. But it brings to mind the second part of the sacrifice, right? And it's one of the reasons why we feel so committed to making this offering of thanksgiving. And this is because those that we remember deserve it. Why? Because of all the sacrifices that mark their lives. The fact that they sacrificed time or energy or treasure or something else of great value, the greatness of their character. They sacrificed these things so that we could find meaning in our lives, so that we could find purpose in our lives, so we could be a force for good in our lives. That doesn't just come from nowhere. It comes from somewhere, and often the people who've come before us, who've paved the way and have made the sacrifices. So we make yet another sacrifice, this one of thanksgiving. We offer that to those that are so worthwhile in remembering. In that spirit, we think of Max J. Adler, George Blumenthal, Bertold Brunner, Saul Buchholz, Anita Donosequo, Abraham Drucker, Alice Fripp, Esther Gilbert, Erwin B. Glass, Esther Handmacher, Edward B. Heilbrunn, Fanny Hewitt, Anna Hurwitz, Benjamin Harris Hyman, Gene Kaufman, Francis Loeffler Lederer, Louis Flindy, Edith Lissau, Dorothy Jones Lowe, Barbara Morrison, Etta Munzer, Lorraine Pritzker, A.L. Salzman, Abraham Schickler, Julius Stein, Gabriel Thau, Molly Trosch, Richard Uslander, Seymour Sonny Weitzman, Hannah Warren, Lawrence C. Warren. Any additions, corrections, repronunciations?
Yes. The additional names from our congregation are Helen Tannenbaum, Frank Hill, Maurice Berger, Vicky Weisberg, and those are the additional names shared in the chat.
So the offering we make is one of Zichronam Libracha. We remember these souls for a blessing, and we continue our offering with the Kaddish Yatom.
יתגדל ויתקדש שמי רבה, בעלמא דברה חירותי וימליך מלכותי, בחייכון וביומכון ובחיי דכל בית ישראל, בעגלה ובזמן קריב ואמרו, אמן. יהי שמי רבה מבורך, לעולם ועלמי עלמיה, יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא, ויתהדר ויתהלל ויתהלל שמי דקדושה בריחו, לעילה מן כל ברכתה ושירתה, תושבחתה ונחמתה, דאמירן בעלמא ואמרו, אמן. יהי שלמה רבה מן שמיה, וחיים עלינו ועל כל ישראל, ואמרו, אמן. עושה שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל, ואמרו, amen.
May the one who makes peace in the heavens bring peace to all who mourn and comfort to all who are bereaved. And we say, amen. Cantor, before we close, anything you want to offer in terms of an announcement or two, or just a greeting, whatever.
There's actually so many lovely things happening, Rabbi. I think that even in times of challenge, to be able to pivot really is a Jewish value, and certainly has been one throughout our history. When things get difficult, we don't fold up our tent and go home. We keep on trucking along. So along those lines, I know that a bulletin was sent out to all of you. Many offerings to just click in the comfort of your own home. On Monday, in response to the anxiety that many of us are feeling, the practice of Qigong, a spiritual breathing practice at 1 o'clock on Monday. Please look for the rabbi's various classes, as well as if you happen to like bedtime stories read to you, feel free to tune in for that too. I may just, and a lovely offering. Rabbi, could you tell us a little bit more about the Psalm program with
Yes.
Dr. Rakowski?
All Psalms Considered is an opportunity for us to sit down and look at a very comforting text from the Psalms. Psalms are designed to comfort during times of darkness and difficulty. And Dr. David Rakowski and I will be taking a look at these texts and reflecting on them spiritually, therapeutically, in a Jewish fashion. We both have a love for text and a love for healing. And so we want you, if you're so moved, so inspired, or even just curious, to join us. This program will be online, but it is possible to call in. It would be great if you RSVP'd. Rabbi Marantz at emmanuelkong.org, so we can be expecting you and be ready to welcome you. And in particular, if you do not have access to online connection, then we'll have you call in, okay? Because everybody is welcome. And this will be a very healing experience in addition to what's happening Monday with Qigong, which I hope to participate in myself. The other thing, actually before Wednesday, on Sunday at 11 o'clock, we're having an organizing meeting for our new Chesed team. It became clear to us that the Chesed needs, the needs for loving kindness in our community, for all sorts of obvious reasons, have ballooned up, and our Tikkun Olam team is busy doing important things, and we need more volunteers, frankly, to extend the influence. And we need maybe even a whole new team to help us. Of course, if you're on Tikkun Olam or any other team for that matter, you can join the Chesed team. We can't have too many Chesed mavens in our community, bringing love and kindness and grace to our community. So we hope that you'll join us. If you want to be part of that, send me an email and I'll get you the link so you can participate. That'll be Sunday at 11 a.m.
Thank you, Rabbi. As always, if you need some professional assistance, 311 has set up additional counselors. And of course, the rabbi and I, although not therapists, we're professional listeners sometimes. So if you have someone you'd like to talk to, we're here.
Indeed. So how about a sweet and comforting Lo Yisagoi to close? Sound good? And then Birkat Kohanim. Hey yo, oh, hey yo, oh, hello, Yisagoi, hello, Chere, hello, you may do on Milchama. Hello, Yisagoi, hello, Chere, hello, you may do on Milchama. Hey, oh, hey, don't walk in front of me, I may not follow. Don't walk behind me, I may not lead. Just walk beside me and be my friend. We'll walk together in the land of Hashem. Hey, oh, Hey, oh, hey. Yivarechecha Adonai v'yishmerecha.
May Adonai bless you and keep you. Ya'er Adonai panav elecha v'huneka.
May God's light shine upon you and be gracious to you. Yisa Adonai panav elecha v'yasem lecha. Shalom.
May God lift up your face to God's face, that God might shine in you and through you and give you the gift of peace now and always.
Amen.
That's all.
Cantor and Emma Friedman, thank you for bringing beautiful music to bear tonight. As usual, Leah Jones, Dan Smolensky, thank you for making us connect with everybody. And thank you all out there for connecting with us on YouTube or however else you connected. And of course, tell your friends that if they missed tonight, they can go to our YouTube page and watch the service at a different time that might work out better for them. So God bless everybody, and God bless all those people outside our homes who are making the world work while we're trying to be safe inside our homes. And may we all be able to come home healthy and in peace and in wholeness. Thank you, one and all. Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom.